my name is Carol Pepper. I am the CEO of Pepper International, and I've been consulting to wealthy families all over the world for many, many years. You can learn more about my business here on my website, pepperinternational.com. Today we're going to talk about an important subject, which is friends and money. Friends are probably the first people that you get close to outside of your own family members. And when you're from a wealthy family, friendship can be a little bit more tricky. So we're going to talk today about a few issues that you might face as a wealthy kid trying to have friends. The first issue you're going to talk about is, are you my real friend or a fake friend? Are you being used for your money, or do the people really want to be your friends? What happens if one of your friends wants to borrow money? Or what happens if one of your friends asks you to invest in their company or their business? And what happens if you have friends that are just massive party animals and they don't share your values, but you want to fit into the crowd? So let's start talking about fake friends. Are you my friend or are you using me? Do you really want to be with me or just hanging out with me because we have a really nice house or we have a boat or something like that? That's the first thing you have to determine, unfortunately, with friends. This is particularly true if some of your friends, let's say you make at school, have a lot less money than your family has, so their things aren't as nice as your things. So how do we figure out if somebody's a real friend or a fake friend? Well, there's a few things you can look at. Do these people expect you to pay all the time when you go out, or are they willing to share costs? So real friends have a give and take. One time I pay, one time you pay. That's the definition of a real friendship, not using. Real friends support you. There's no backstabbing or talking nasty about you behind your back. That's true for everybody, but it's particularly true if they're only hanging out with you because you're rich and behind your back they're making fun of you. Watch out for people like that. And real friends are there for you in good times and bad times, because believe it or not, your family has money today, but something, God forbid, could happen and you guys don't have money tomorrow. Is this person going to be your friend in good times and bad times? I know a kid, for example, whose dad always supported him in a lavish lifestyle, and he had tons of people hanging out with him. And then his dad just got sick of paying and decided to cut his allowance down significantly. And suddenly he couldn't throw lavish parties anymore. And in fact, he ended up sleeping on my couch for months. And I remember telling him, listen to me, the people that are still around you now are your real friends. The people that were only around you when you could throw big parties were your fake friends. Now let's talk about the situation where you have a good friend, but they want to borrow money. This can often happen whether your friends are rich or poor, because sometimes your rich friends run out of money because they just spent too much. And sometimes your friends whose family have less money really need some money or think that they should have money from you because they feel like you have a lot of extra money. How are you going to handle it when somebody wants to borrow money from you?
Hi, Josh.
What's up, guys?
So listen, me and Randy here need to borrow some money. I was wondering if you could hit us up with that.
How much?
Just give me a sec here. We were thinking like $5,000.
$5,000? What? Why do you need all that money?
Well, my parents said I had to pay my own credit card bill. Hold this again, Randy. And I kind of overdid it last weekend on bottle service and stuff. I don't really drink that much, but I was just hoping you could help us out with that.
I don't think I can do that.
You know I'm good for it. What are friends for? Friends like these?
Friends? Is that what they think I am? Or am I just their ATM machine?
Well, how much money do they need to borrow and why? Can you afford to lend that money? Can you afford to lose the money if they never pay you back? How will you feel if they don't repay the money? And is this loan going to ruin your friendship? And is this a real friend, or are we back to a fake friend who's just targeting you for your money? It's really important to think long and hard about this. Some people just have a rule which says, look, I love you as a friend, but I don't lend money to friends because I don't want to lose my friendships. And that's okay. I think a hard rule is a great way to go. If somebody's really desperate, then you really should discuss it with your parents, and if you have one, with your family office professionals. You need to write up a loan agreement for any money that you lend to a friend, even if it's $500. It's really good practice, and it makes your friend realize you're serious about getting paid back. And in fact, that piece of paper is a legal document, and if your friend didn't pay you back, you could actually take that person to small claims court and actually try to get the money back legally. They have to sign that loan agreement. It's not okay to just write up a piece of paper. Without their signature on it, it's not a legal loan agreement. And then it's important that you charge an interest rate for the money that you lend to your friends. It could be low, it could be 2% or 5%, but again, it shows your friends that you're serious and also that you value your money, and that if you're gonna lend your money to somebody, you expect a return back. If your friend is in a jam and really needs your help, and it seems like this person is willing to have a loan agreement, then it's okay to lend money, but also set up a repayment plan. It's easier for somebody to pay you back a little bit at a time, let's say even $5 or $10 a week, than waiting for them to make a big score and pay you all at once. You're much more likely to get your money back that way.